It's Monday, the 6th of February 2023, and you're watching another fresh edition of Primetime News. Good evening, I'm Michael Madimba. Traditional Authority Matters headline tonight's bulletin. Dr. Jose Rewako was elected as the new Ovaherero Paramount Chief by the Ovaherero Traditional Authority Senate and a secret ballot at Ochimbingo on Saturday. A chief council that comprised 480 delegates from 29 constituencies of the Ovaherero Traditional Authority met to deliberate and elect a new leader under the stewardship of the Traditional Authority. Our coastal-based correspondent Isabel Bento compiled our lead report.
Dr. Jose Rewako, who went up against politicians McHenry Venani of the Popular Democratic Movement and Mike Kavekotora of the Rally for Democracy and Progress, received 195 votes, with his competitors obtaining 41 and 33 votes respectively. The academic replaces the late advocate Vikui Rukoro, who passed away in 2021. In his acceptance speech, Rewako cautioned the Ovaherero community not to place politics at the forefront when addressing issues affecting the community, saying the only way they can go forward is by remaining focused on the same goal. Venani congratulated his counterpart, stressing that he has accepted his loss and has no intention of contesting the results. The election of Rewako means that the Ovaherero Traditional Authority now has two paramount chiefs, as one of the two factions formed within the Ovaherero Traditional Authority during last year elected and endorsed Mushinde Kashiwa as their paramount chief, a matter which is currently being handled by the lawyers.
On to politics. A leader and chief change campaigner of the Landless People's Movement LPM, Bernardo Swartboy, revealed that the party will hold its maiden policy conference in mid-2023. Swartboy, while closing a 3-day LPM annual councillors forum, noted the party will chief, among others, map out the policy of the party for the country. More from this report.
In conjunction with his announcement, the leader of the Landless People's Movement, Bernardo Swartboy, added that LPM will have their second People's Assembly this year. Swartboy also addressed issues identified by the party during the 3-day LPM annual Councillors Forum, such as the political, social and economic contradiction of poverty, inequality and unemployment that he claims the current government will never address. Another issue the LPM leader raised was the question of the Namibian education system. He said the LPM leadership will be on the ground to address the question of education and to seek input from the community about the direction of the education system. In an interview with Nampa on Sunday, LPM Tsara's regional councillor and political action committee member Joseph Isaac said the annual councillors forum succeeded in bringing the councillors from various regions together and helping them align with the LPM manifesto.
Switching attention to housing matters. Minister of Urban and Rural Development Erastus Utonio earlier today handed over 60 houses constructed by the National Housing Enterprise to beneficiaries in the Greenville Matongwe informal area. Let's have a listen.
Therefore, it makes us proud when we witness the transition of our people from corrugated iron shacks into a proper house. Most of the beneficiaries we have interacted with are clearly appreciative of our efforts, because looking at their financial circumstances and the prices of houses in the market, they have never thought their dreams of having decent shelter would come this soon. We have made this intervention to make this or their dreams come true. Hence, we will forever be proud to have restored our people's dignity with this project. Other residents in the informal settlement are encouraged to approach both NHE and the City of Windhoek to see how they too can benefit from this project. We are eager to dignify as many homes as possible in the informal settlement. The comfort and safety that we are providing to our people through this project makes all of us happy.
I feel blessed because since 1993 I have been living in Kabasu, but when it is raining I have to move from my bed so that I can hide in the corner until it is finished. Now I have a house. I feel good. Even my children feel good. When it is raining, I cannot even hear it. I just realize early in the morning when I wake up.
Meanwhile, the minister earlier today announced that the City of Windhoek and National Housing Enterprise have identified a partially serviced area in Koreagap for the construction of houses for civil servants living in the informal settlement. The minister made the remarks during the handover of 60 houses completed under the informal settlement upgrading project.
We are switching ideas to also look at some of our professionals such as teachers, nurses, and men and women in uniform living in the informal settlements to be able to utilize their subsidies to acquire houses. Currently, City of Windhoek and NHE has identified a full service area in Koreagap area to build houses under, or maybe if maximum, under 350,000. Yes? That is to the middle group of our society. Now, many of you, your subsidy maybe is range at 800 there, 1 million there, might be there around. But the house that we are talking about, it's either maximum 350 or under that. I think it will be easy for you.
When we return with the business segment, we get to find out more of Namibia's participation in the 2023 Invest in Africa Mine in Indaba. The business of excavation leads the segment. The Ministry of Mines and Energy announced that Namibia will be showcasing the country's investment opportunities in the mining sector at the 2023 Invest in African Mine in Indaba, set for Cape Town, South Africa, which commenced earlier today and concludes on the 9th of February.
Senior Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Mines and Energy, Andrea Simon, in a media advisory said that in its 28th year, the event brings together industry leaders, investors, and government representatives to discuss the future of Africa's mining sector. According to the ministry, Namibia's participation in the 2023 Invest in African Mining in Indaba represents a strategic move to solidify its position as a leading jurisdiction in the African mining industry. The event provides a valuable platform for the delegation to make the case for Namibia's mining sector to a global audience and reinforce its reputation as a destination of choice for mining investment in Africa. The country is participating under the theme Namibia Securing Investments in Sustainable Mining Supply Chains, indicative of the sector's transition from mainly extractive mining towards creating opportunities for enhanced economic activities in the entire supply chain. A Namibian delegation, led by the Minister of Mines and Energy, Tom Alwendo, will present Namibia's investment prospects in the mining sector through a series of business-to-business and business-to-government meetings, as well as a country case study titled Investment Opportunities in Namibia. The country's mining sector plays a significant role in the economy, contributing approximately 9.1% to the country's gross domestic product in 2021 and was ranked among the top 10 in Africa for investment attractiveness by the Fraser Institute Annual Survey of Mining Companies in 2021.
Now, the Bank of Namibia has announced 4 appointments to its management structure, primarily in the Office of the Governor, the Oshakati branch, and the Bank and Supervision Department. The appointments are intended to meet stakeholders' expectations as the bank prepares to transform and further modernize the financial system. Josephine Simeon filed this report. The appointments include that of Romeo Nel, a long-serving director of Bank and Supervision, who has been appointed as technical advisor to the governor and will now be in charge of leading the financial sector development and providing advice on the optimal financial services regulatory architecture for Namibia, among others. Another appointment is that of Modi Hangula, current principal analyst in the National Payment Systems Department, who has been promoted to branch manager at the Oshakati branch. Anchua Plaichi has been appointed as head of the Bank and Supervision Department in an acting capacity. With 19 years of experience at the central bank, Plaichi is the founding head of the bank's newly established Innovation Hub, spearheading the digital transformation effort and transforming the financial services sector. Karen Elago was also appointed as acting deputy director of on-site examinations in the Bank and Supervision Department and has over 10 years of experience in audit and finance. Elago started at Bank of Namibia in 2016 as a senior financial analyst and later became principal examiner in the Bank and Supervision Department. Bank of Namibia Governor Johannes Kawachab was quoted expressing confidence in the new appointments, citing their collective experience and expertise as critical for the effective implementation of the bank's strategic plan of 2022 to 2024 as it enters its second year of implementation. Reporting for Nampa TV, I'm Michael Madimba. That's where we leave it with the top news for this evening. Let's find out how the rain prospects are shaping up. But first, a look at the economics roundup. Welcome to the world of sport on Sport Planet. Tonight we commence with hockey. The national women's indoor hockey team are determined to fight back after suffering a 3-5 defeat to Kazakhstan and drawing in their second match of the International Hockey Federation Indoor Hockey World Cup. The 2023 hockey showpiece is currently underway at the Hartfeld Arena in Pretoria, South Africa.
Yeah, I don't know whether I call this unfortunate or what. We had really lots of chances actually to put it away. We're just not clinical in finishing off to really get the results that we want to and hoping for. So, yeah, it's one of those moments that you really can't do anything about. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's still hope for a better outcome at the end of the group phases. But it requires lots of hard work and dedication in the next 3 matches really to get the maximum points that we should get. Yeah. So there's still hope. It can go any way still. But it requires lots of hard work. No, it's phenomenal. I feel like I'm at home. I'm in South Africa, African soil, same thing, same people, same culture. So it's just a diversity across the borders. But I want to just say thank you to the supporters online, the supporters who's here. It means a lot. It really gives us a lot of extra motivation as well. So thank you, Namibia.
On to some Namibia Premier League football. African Stars continued with their fine form in the 2022-23 Namibia Premier Football League as they dispatched Civics and Citizens over the weekend to open a 10-point gap at the top. On Saturday, Stars beat Civics by a 1-0 scoreline before mauling Citizens by a 5-1 scoreline on Sunday at the SKW Stadium. Stand by for your sports roundup. We, the sports news, have come to the end of the Monday newscast. Many thanks for watching. Do catch us tomorrow for another fresh perspective on local, continental and global happenings. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the collective behind the scenes, it's good night.